What's up, YouTubers? PokeJediTrek's here. So, as many of you know, I am at the Alaska State Fair, and if you can tell by my mask wearing, is because even though almost everybody is not wearing masks because they've probably been vaxxed and boosted, I'm actually having some mental struggle. I am still kind of having some mental struggles with my sense of pre-COVID normalcy. But oh boy. But it's still a work in progress, because you remember last year I was kind of struggling with my sense of normalcy. Oops. I'm actually at the State Fair with my mother and step-grandfather. They're going to go see Rise Against, unlike myself, who is not going to a concert. Anyway, so I just went and got myself a corn dog from the Alaska State Fair, from one of their stands, and I'm going to go meet up with my kin. Although I am not too familiar with the music group Rise Against, which is the concert my mother and step-grandfather are going to go see, I would like some more information about the band. And I did listen to some of their songs in the radio in my mother's truck. She played a vast majority of some of their essentials on the radio, but I'm still not that familiar with them. But if you've got any requests for any covers by but if any of you guys want to request any covers, if you think I should cover any songs by Rise Against, feel free to drop them in the comments. Because I admit I am trying to stay a little open-minded, but sometimes I won't. But yeah, I'm trying to stay a little open-minded on the covers I like to do. So I was just going through the background over at the Aurora Borealis Theater. I just heard what sounded like Rise Against practicing for their concert. So the manager of the group, Rise Against, if you can see this video, you'll know that I actually had some relatives who went to your concert. So any Rise Against members who see this vlog, just want to let you know. Also, as many of you know, for those of you who probably saw some of my more recent vids, or even my recent community posts, you'll probably know by now that on Valentine's Day my father passed away, and the last time I saw him alive I was having some mental struggles, because I went to dinner with him for my birthday, but I was struggling to deal with the crowds, and the fact that I was eating out in a restaurant because I was scared of getting sick from COVID. Even though they assured me it was safe to do so, they still refused to believe me. And I'm actually motivated from what happened the last time I saw him alive to do stuff like this. Some of you may recognize this coat that I'm wearing. I wore it in my cover of Carry On Wayward Son by Kansas. And I also wore it in both live action and animation. So it's apparently starting to rain, and some of you may be wondering and take a look at this. Oh. It was stuck to my hair, but when I was on my way to go get some peanut potatoes with my sheriff, my mother, and step grandfather, and I received this free hat from GCI, which is a communications company here in a local cellular data company who provides coverage for talk, text, and data here in Anchorage. I don't know if they do it anywhere else in the lower 48, but I do know it's here in Alaska. They provide cellular service and stuff. If you can tell in the background, I'm walking by the Aurora Borealis Theater, and you can tell the group Rise Against is actually practicing for their concert. So you notice that some of these lights, I'm not sure if you can see it, but some of these some of these amusement park ride lights are a little brighter than normal because I'm not sure if I told anybody this, but since July it has been really cloudy and chilly, as if we were having an early autumn, you know? So the rain stopped again. I was initially trying to look for shelter so I could protect myself from the rain. Yeah. Also, one more thing I should also mention. Well, the main reason I have hardly been working, I've been experiencing some delays for some of my covers that I had planned. In addition, I've also been working on a Halloween special for this year. If you saw in one of my more recent community posts, I started working on it, but I had to postpone production because I had to pay a little tribute to Nichelle Nichols. So yeah. So we got less than 2 hours till my mother and step grandfather go see Rise Against, and it's getting close to dinner time, and I still don't know what I'm gonna do for dinner. But I just know I'm gonna be here till they close. And another thing is for sure is I'm getting kind of tired. And despite the improvement and all this walking is good for my health, but it's starting to make me hungry a bit. Grizzly Grand Prix mini monster trucks. I used to ride on these a lot when I was a kid, but if I were to ride in one now, I'd get very claustrophobic. But my only reason for riding one again is because it's mostly if I was chaperoning a child. Something else I ought to mention. The rain has been actually being so unpredictable, I've had to constantly put my hood on and take it off all over again. Because the rain is being so unpredictable. The thing about living in South Central Alaska is the weather has a tendency to be a little too unpredictable. Looks like the sun is starting to come out, and it looks as if we might get warm. Looks like the sun is struggling. Yeah, the sun's struggling to come out a bit, but it's starting to heat up. I'm already sweating. So the Rise Against concert is only less than an hour away. And then once my mother and step-grandfather, once the concert begins in about 54 minutes, and as soon as the concert is over, we're leaving. But yeah, all the while I can just have a look around the state fair while the concert's underway. So the Rise Against concert is underway, and let me show you. And that's actually quite new, because over at the Aurora Borealis Theater, there apparently is a screen for people who can still watch despite not getting a ticket, despite not having access to the theater. But anyway, so my mother just dropped off my step-grandfather back at his place, and it's getting pretty late in the evening, so